He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. That sentence carries more weight than it seems. Because when life gets heavy, when days blur together, when effort feels pointless, the real question isn't how you'll survive. The real question is why you're still trying. This matters because so many of us are exhausted, not from doing too much, but from doing things without meaning. It's for the person who keeps pushing but feels empty, who keeps enduring but doesn't know what they're enduring for. If you've ever felt strong yet tired, capable yet lost, this is for you. When life hurts, we often ask, how do I get through this? How do I stay strong? How do I keep going? But how is a weak question when there's no reason behind it? Without a reason, every obstacle feels heavier than it should. Pain feels unfair. Effort feels wasted. And endurance feels like punishment. Think about the hardest moments of your life. The nights you didn't think you'd make it through. The failures that knocked the air out of your chest. The losses that changed you forever. You didn't survive those moments because you had a perfect plan. You survived because something inside you refused to quit. That something was your reason, your purpose, your meaning, even if you couldn't fully name it at the time. Purpose gives pain context. Without it, suffering feels random. With it, suffering becomes fuel. People who have a why don't live easier lives. They live stronger ones. They feel pain deeply, but they don't let pain define them. They fall, but they get back up because quitting would betray something bigger than comfort, bigger than fear, bigger than the moment itself. Here's the hard truth. Most people don't lack strength. They lack meaning. And when meaning disappears, even small challenges feel unbearable. That's why we burn out. That's why discipline fails and motivation fades. It's not because we're weak, but because we've disconnected from why we started. Your why doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be real. It might be proving something to yourself. It might be building a better future for your family. It might be becoming someone you respect. Or it might simply be refusing to let pain be the end of your story. When you have a why, suffering changes shape. It doesn't disappear, but it becomes tolerable. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this shaping me into? That shift is everything. There comes a moment, quiet but powerful, when you realize that your why is stronger than your excuses. Stronger than your fear. Stronger than your doubt. From that moment on, you don't need perfect conditions. You don't need constant motivation. You endure because stopping would mean abandoning who you're becoming. Life will test you either way. Pain will come either way. Difficulty is unavoidable. But meaning changes how much you can carry. Without a why, every step feels heavy. With a why, even the hardest path becomes possible. So don't just ask how to survive. Ask why you're still here. Ask what matters enough to keep going. Ask who you're willing to suffer for. Because when you find your why, you won't fear the how. And no matter how hard life gets, you'll always find a way to move forward. Thanks for watching.